said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Bulldogs' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. He'll bring it out. It's Moss. He's got a lot of confidence to bring that ball out of the end zone, but it didn't work out this time, out of bounds at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Leaves it with the running back. And the good news for the offense, there's nowhere to go from here but forward. No gain on the first play. Guys, let's take just a second and talk about offense. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
On third down, he drops to throw. Gets it out quickly. Breaks into the open. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
That is an unbelievable play by the offense. Not only do you convert third down, not only do you convert third and long, but you get an explosive play that now sets you up on the opponent's goal line, first and goal. Wow.
The Rebels trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Power ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run pass option.
I like that too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Get it out on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Let's Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
Georgia going up tempo. Quick release on the RPO.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Running to Green. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
QBs that can run completely change your game. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
No, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Dyer. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
Well, it's always nice to get the first one out of the way. That's the first passing touchdown for the season in this offense, and they've got a lot of playmakers. Their quarterback is accurate, makes good decisions. You saw it on that play. That's the first, and it certainly won't be the last.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense ready to go back to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If
he tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play. brings up a 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Flips it out in the flat. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to running back, closing space, and getting that fast dude on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback making checks. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the 1st down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia!
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field, or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. On target to the left. And a good pickup there. They'll move the sticks for a first down. Let's see if they try to get another snap before the quarter expires. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Tight end now in motion. Hand off from the shotgun.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Cunningham.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to them in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Wants to go up top on first down. He caught it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room, because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Guys, let's chat about Georgia. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Looking to throw, it's Dyer. He makes a catch. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Georgia going up tempo. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw again. Finds his tight end. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll try the toss to the left. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game. And the Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Wiley.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the fourth quarter, they're going to be gassed.
Looking for a crease, it's Wiley. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll toss it to the left. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Motion from the wide receiver. This is a designed run. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Back to throw, it's Dyer. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll move the wide receiver. On 4th down, going to the air. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds a spot in the middle. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well give it to him again. And how about the work-up run by that big defensive line?
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Defense might bring the house here. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Using his feet. First down and more. Turning it on. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Just going to keep it after the snap. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Dyer. Now improvising. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Firing to the right, complete. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll send the back in motion. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Riley. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Mark it at the 24 in this defense. Its head is spinning. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Picked off. Looking for more room. Inside the 40. He's at the 40. And here's a fumble way behind the line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for more running. But none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Running behind that left side. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They feed him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Got it, looking for a first. And he fights his way, but they'll stop him just short of the line to gain. It's fourth down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle. He's going to get north and south. And
oh, he's got some space. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Toss sweep right. And nowhere to go this time, and he couldn't follow up the big run with another.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. There's the pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulane is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's the type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 17 to Rice. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They'll give it to the back. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Turns it loose. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Return takes it inside the 30. Down to the 28 as the defense
this guy showing off his hands again, understanding where the football's going. He breaks on the football so quick. And guess what? He makes plays when he breaks on it. That's 2 interceptions here through 3/4 of a football game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll try the right side. Makes it past the marker. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Dyer. Makes the grab on the left. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the 2nd half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
It'll be 3rd and long. He might want another play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get...
Fires toward the end zone. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Dogs. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Quickly to the tight end. Just sledgehammering his way down to the 33. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. And they'll move the chains with the 1st down, but that might be it for the 3rd quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Off the RPO, complete. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Guys, let's take a minute and talk about Ole Miss. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
And I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
To the air on 1st down. Buys a little extra time. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. And in that scramble, they're going to come. There with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. There he goes. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
And the Rebels just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? From the red zone, looking for a man. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run it from the gun. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Looking for a man. It's Valentine. Rushes on him. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that 1st down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He got it. This is now a 7-point game. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Buffalo is in trouble. Check that. They're in a world of trouble. May want to head out early and grab a table at the Anchor Bar. They're trailing by 24 to Kansas. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. This quarterback part of their running game. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all off season, they're going to
looking for the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals
breaks into the open. Touchdown, Rebels! And here they come, almost all the way back.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He is a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That drive not taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up. Getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To throw, it's Valentine. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And the defense is smelling blood in the water at this juncture. They know the offense is going to throw it, and that's why you see these D linemen and linebackers, man, they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback, and the hit that time helped force the incompletion.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down, you still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
And now such a tough situation late in this game. You're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cunningham. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the comeback is on.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Quarterback takes a knee. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looks like the offense will just take a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Pulls and fires complete. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to pass. It's Valentine. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And obviously the offense is in a difficult position here. You're asking a lot from them. You're down by a touchdown, not a lot of time on the clock, deep in their own end, but this is something that you're trained for. Coaches always put their offense in this situation in practice leading up to the big game. It takes timing, it takes execution, but that is something this offense is ready to do.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And every defensive coordinator in the country will tell you, you want to get them to 3rd and long, obvious passing situations. Because they won 2nd down and they got that big sack, they put them in the predictable 3rd down. They win and probably force the punt.
Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they mean to keep that drive alive.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going.
And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14
4.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Scanning the field, it's Valentine. A sensational grab down the field there as they try